Hi everyone, a very good afternoon to all of you and welcome to this session. We are going to do some mains level question here and it's for PO mains. You will have to read a lot, you will have to think and answer. So they are really good questions for you to practice before you take your okay. For those who are watching me for the first time, I'm Niharika Mehra and I have been English for more than 10 years now. Here I take classes on this channel. The classes are like so. The classes are like so here 1:30 p.m. Classes are Tuesdays, Saturdays. On our other channel, which is CGB Mentors, classes are 1:30 p.m. We are doing CSAT, RCs, and the classes are on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Also have a great session going on for any aspirant who is preparing for any government exam there where English is asked. So 8 p.m. we are having on the very same channel CGP Mentors an editorial express session. So in this session I am taking deep analysis of editorial, and you all, I would want to encourage you all to attend those classes because you will get to learn vocabulary, grammar, comprehension. It's like a whole package. Please make sure that you are a part of it. 8 p.m. Monday to Saturday. Now we'll start with our questions today. So with every question you will get a timer and you have to solve the question in the given time. Okay. That's your first question and that's your timer. Start working on it. This is an inference based question, but it is a reverse inference. Inference is given to you. You have to find the statements from where this is inferred. You have to choose the possible outcome as your choice. So basically, it's the statement we have inferred from which of the passage we might have inferred it. वो आपको यहाँ ढूंढना था. So climate change is leading to more natural disasters. Okay, we want to talk about climate change, something where it is indicated that it is leading to what? Natural disasters. So ये तीन चीजें important थी हमारे लिए यहाँ पे. Okay. Now, Hurricane Harvey benefited from unusually toasty waters in the Gulf of Mexico. So You can see there is a hurricane. It benefited from the toasty waters of the Gulf as the storm rolled towards Houston. Sea surface waters near Texas rose to between this to this degree Fahrenheit above average. So climate change हो रहा है. These waters is a legit word. It is used for seas and oceans. Okay, were some of the hottest spots for of ocean surface in the world. And tropical storm feeding off this warmth was able to progress from a tropical depression to a category 4 hurricane in roughly 48 hours. So here we can see increment in the natural disaster and climate change is the reason of it. तो बहुत clearly आपका आंसर यहाँ पे फर्स्ट तो था. That eliminates option B and option D. Next, climate models provide a glimpse of future. While they do not agree on all the details, they predict a few general ones. First, according to the panel, an increased greenhouse gas will probably boost temperatures over land surfaces. More uncertain but possible outcomes of an increased temperatures include high risk, increased risk of drought, etc. These are natural disasters. More of them could take place because of the climate change. Bingo. Second से भी हमें ये समझ में आता है. Third one. At the meeting in Vietnam of agriculture ministers from Asia Pacific Economic Cooperation, the UN specialized body informed what? That many regions in Asia are at risk of crossing climate thresholds. So climate change यहाँ पे भी हो रहा है. For example, now after which the productivity of all these goes into decline. Natural disasters अभी तक बात नहीं करी. Later on also found the organization has found that the regions are within Asia that are already near to heat stress limits for rise. So this is the impact of climate change on agriculture, farming, जो कि यहाँ पे relevant नहीं है. So only first and the second one. Now read the question carefully and answer आपको यहाँ पे देना. Make sure to like, share and subscribe. Answer to this one is all are correct. Statics may not be the best indicator, may not be. That means somewhere statics are not fully reliable of the true picture with reference to all situations. So statics are not always the way to go. This is what we get to see. Two fundamental laws concerned with statics are the law of inertia of large numbers and law of statistical regularity. Both are based on probability and interpolation and lead to approximation rather than exact numbers. So definitely they are not the best indicator in all the situations. First to hai. A phenomena depends on many causes, may or may not be expressed in the terms of data, may or may not be expressed. So, not all situations we can understand and work on them just based on statics. Many other factors are there. So, second one is also a para from which I can infer the given question. Statistical results are liable to deliberate manipulation of what figures and unscientific handling, leading to fallacious results. So these results are liable to manipulation of figures. That means again we cannot rely on them. They are not the best indicators. तो आपके तीनों ही यहाँ पे मैच कर रहे थे. Now we are going to do one RC. I won't show you timer for this because you know RCs may it takes a lot of space, and for you people just let me know if thoda sa hard hoga, but if you can read the passage or not. Okay, please let me know. First you confirm and then only I'll start giving you further instructions. It's just one slide RC. There is no second slide for the further part of it. This is all of it. Like so, is it something you can read? I will also check on my. Okay, I can read. It's pretty clear to me. If I put my phone on screen, phone on full screen, I can. So I would request you also to do the same thing. And please start doing the first question. It's a simple vocab question, so I won't give you a lot of time for this. Thank you so much. So for the first one, answer is just because you were supposed to fill in the blank, all of the above. You see, it says as a result, we need philanthropy or government spending to dash the gap. Bridge the gap तो बोलते ही हैं. That is a typical phrase. Of course, I can use other words also because all are verb in its first form. Okay, so bridging the gap is actually a fragment, not a typical phrase. You can say link the gap, you can say fill the gap, filling the gap भी एक standard phrase है वैसे. Connect the gap, that is also the same thing. So all were synonyms here, all of the above. Okay, so we have two more questions based on this passage and I will explain those questions together. You do the questions back to back and I'll explain them back to back. Now you can take your time and read. You, of course, will have to read. Answer for this question is all. Go ahead, do the next one. Sorry for answer is both second and third. Okay. Now let me explain. There were just two questions because you often get small passages with two, three questions, or maybe four questions, one small passage, next small passage, another three questions likewise. So we have to read a lot, and hence this reading speed must be top notch. Now this one, the question was all of them, and they were pretty clear in the passage. Which of the following issues are faced by Indian education as per the passage? Now, the trick is for this question, let me tell you, we are asked to spot the issues. Nothing we have to infer, main theme, etc. Okay, that means issues might be directly mentioned. Now I can see ROI. So out of the passage, ROI is clearly popping up here at this point. So it says the reason is that there is no return in investment. There is no return on investment in providing university education of high quality. Okay, this is with comparison. So यहाँ पे unlike health, there is no return on investment in providing university education of high quality. Bingo, you get it. Again, globally best universities make up for deficits using contributions from endowments or through philanthropic contribution. Two keywords. Again, अगर मैंने एक रफ रीडिंग भी दिया है, नो लार्ज एंडोमेंट्स की बात में वेल विशर्स की philanthropic contributions की बात यहाँ हुई है. So I have my second point as well. Universities also need to find ways to fund capital expenditure. Now, universities, this word was common throughout the passage. I won't take that as a hint word. अभी फंड कैपिटल एक्सपेंडिचर जो बोला है, यू कैन सी फंड कैपिटल एक्सपेंडिचर. आप इजीली कुछ कीवर्ड्स को स्पॉट कर सकते हो and then read the whole sentence, match it. In this case, all three we get to see in the passage as the issues. Answer all tha aapka. Now, here the question is slightly different. It says which of the points are discussed in the passage as the contrasting points between education and healthcare sector. So, unlike healthcare, education is regarded as a public good in India. So, healthcare is not regarded as anything. That is the first option here. In India, number of private colleges focus only on generating a good return on investment rather than learning outcomes. However, healthcare has quality hospitals, pharmaceutical. So, आपको ये दोनों ही चीज का प्रूफ यहाँ पर देखना होगा पैसेज में. Unlike schools and colleges quality, hospitals can run for profit in India lawfully. So let's see. Quickly एक नजर डालो, and as you get any hint of the options here, you stop and read carefully. Okay? So the world over education is widely regarded as public good. Okay? So education is regarded as public good. Its provision therefore has been remained the realm of government institution or private philanthropy. The notion of generating a profit from education is often looked down upon. Okay, we can see that education से पैसा कमाना इतना encourage नहीं करा जा रहा. People might do it, but passage के according तो नहीं करा जा रहा है. Then the primary criticism of for-profit institution is that the goal of maximizing profit, they focus on increasing enrollment, etc. In India, school, colleges by law cannot run for profit. Okay, but we get to see hospitals and hospitals, healthcare facilities can. तो यहाँ पे वो आप definitely third वाला पाते हो. आगे पढ़ते हैं. It says a number of private colleges of questionable quality have over the decades enriched their promoters through inventive schemes such as exorbitant fees. They focus on generating a good return. अभी good return on investment वाली बात जो है वो यहाँ पे आपकी proof हो गई. तो यहाँ पे you just wanted some hints and then you can yourself compare it with the healthcare sector and आपका आंसर यहाँ पे आ सकता है, क्योंकि contrast जो healthcare में है it is mentioned later on. Okay, you must see that your option is completely matching with the info given or the content given in the passage. For example, it says, unlike school, colleges, quality, hospitals can run with for profit lawfully. ऐसा भी तो हो सकता है, hospitals are also not allowed to make a lot of profit. But I do get to see that healthcare, which is no less regarded as a public good, is rife with good hospitals that are running, they run legitimately as for profit. So the second part of my option is also mentioned and justified in the passage. That's why it is always important to read the complete option and check each and everything of that thing. Similarly, for the hospitals, we get to see that they can run legitimately, which is mentioned here. For profit के लिए आराम से they can make money here, fair profit. So both of the options are second and third are fully from the passage matching. तो आपको आंसर आसानी से. We'll do the next passage now. Again, we just have one small passage with I think 3-4 questions, 2 questions. So we'll do both the questions back to back and then I'll explain.